Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tiki with Ray.
That sounded like a drag.
And this is Grant. We're hanging out.
Sounded like
with
a drag queen. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tiki with Ray. Today, we are in Camino Island. Well, again, on Camino Island.
Yes.
And we're in the Mahoney Terrace.
The Mahoney Terrace, yeah.
This is Grant and Tina's home tiki bar, which is on top of their garage.
Yep.
Which the garage is larger than most people's homes.
It's big.
My apartment is about the size of this right here. And I'll tell you what, you have a lot of tiki mugs. And some of them are unbelievable. Like these mugs here.
Yes, these ones are amazing.
Now, who is this artist that we're going to be talking about today?
And I'll probably mug his last name, but I call him Michael Sabaka. It's S-B-I-C-C-A. So I don't know exactly how you say it, but Michael Sabaka is how I do it.
Where's he out of?
He is moving right now to...
Port something?
No, not Port something. Coarse Gold, California. He's at the south gate of Yosemite is where he's moving to. And he's moving from somewhere like in...
Pasadena.
Nope. His Pine Valley or something like that. He's up in the Sierra Mountains up in California.
We're talking about his moving plans on ours.
Well, he just...
He used to live here.
So
and then he sold his three-bedroom house to a...
It's a big deal right now because he's... relocating from this high mountain area that he used to live into to the new area where it has a whole giant shop where he can make more mugs and have more room to work because in the old place he would show videos of walking around his place and trying to walk around the side of the building just to get to an area to make pottery and clay and stuff like that. And then the other thing that I think is I'm really curious about how it's going to work out is he makes all of his own dyes and colors, or most of them, himself at his studio. And he goes around the mountains and scrapes like clay and mud of certain colors and mixes it to come up with his own pigments. He was taught by his parents, and it's a family heritage thing of how he makes his pigments. And so not every pigment is the same from mug to mug to mug. And so they're all, even though there's a series of like 6 or 8 or whatever, it's really unique. And he will go back to the same area to get the same clay or the same stuff he uses to make his ink pigments, and it will still not come out the same on the mugs from issue to issue sometimes.
Well, the first thing I noticed about all these mugs is they literally look like they've been carved out of wood.
Yep.
Like, literally. Well, let's go through some of these.
Yeah.
Which one should we start with, Grant? No, Tina, let you decide. Which one should we talk about first?
I like this one.
No, let's not talk about that one first.
I like this one. This one's my favorite, obviously, because of the colors.
Holy, let me see that.
I love that. They're blues, they're grays, and look at the back of it. It's got so much shape to it.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's definitely not wood.
I was super lucky to get a hold of one of those. And they were selling out so fast, I couldn't hardly get that into the cart fast enough. And there's other shades and variants of that one that I wasn't able to get a hold of because I probably would have bought other ones.
I'll tell you what. Now that you mentioned the colors, the color shades,
they're unique.
They're unique. I've never seen a mug like this. I've never seen colors on a mug like this. The glaze on it, or the lack of it, where you want to say. And again, I mean, it's ceramic, but but in my mind, I'm like, this is a carved piece of wood.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't do molds. He carves every single one by hand, and he does the surgeon utensils and scrapes them and carves them. So you never get the same one. And there's only 20 of this color. So this is...
Was there a name for that guy?
This is the Enchanted Orator 2. So this was his second series. Order. So this is actually number 3 of 5.
The Charmer.
Oh yes. Okay, so he does the Enchanted Orator series. Orator. And then... Thank you. And then...
we can redo it.
And then he's called the Charmer.
So,
yep.
So, Grant, what's the name of this tiki?
Take 5.
Take 5.
I just,
It's called the Charmer, and it's part of the Enchanted Orator 2 series.
I'm going to leave both in, so
Yes,
so
you should.
because it's.
Leave it all in there. And this is number 3 of 5 in this color.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So what's that one there next to it?
So that is...
Is that the same mug?
No, it's the series 1. Yeah, so this is Enchanted Orator series 1, and these are called the Giver.
Holy.
So that was the 4th mug I bought from him, I think.
And again, I've never seen a tiki mug like this.
He's probably my favorite mug collector or mug guy out there. It's really hard to duplicate what he does.
Well, I'll tell you what, Grant. He's climbing up that list for me too. This is unbelievable.
Yep. So I don't know if he does this with all of his mugs, but this was my second mug I ever bought from him.
Yeah. What's this? What's the story with this?
And from what I understood at the time, is he would take PVC pipe, melt it with a torch a little bit to get it to kind of become an odd shape, and then you'd hand wrap the clay around it. You can see how thick that thing is and heavy it is.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, and then you'd form that around the pipe, and then you'd hand carve all the wood grain, all the mask, all that thing into that mug. And we took this to Devil's Reef, and we're drinking out of it there, and handing it to the waiter and watching it walk away a couple times was like, hang on to the mug.
By one finger.
He's had it by one finger. I'm like, brother, that is one of one. Please don't.
It literally looks like a piece of wood that's been carved and hand painted.
And that's what he does. Everything is done by hand. There's no molds, no.
It feels like it. It's very rough and.
Yep. Love this guy.
Hey gang, we'll get back to the tiki conversation here in just a second, but I want to let y'all know they have t-shirts for sale. They are screen printed in America. The artist is Tony Canepa, and they're going for $20 a piece, $25 including shipping. If you're interested in buying one, go to my website, tikiwithray.com, and then there's a tab that says buy a t-shirt. Click on there and just follow the prompts. So thank you very much. So which is the next mug that you're going to amaze me with? Which one, Tina? Which one should we go with
I like
next?
this guy. I just like his little
He's-
accessories,
What
his
the hell?
tassels.
Yeah.
Is he like a witch doctor or something?
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be, Papua New Guinea style, tribal face mask style. And he's different than all the other ones because he's so thin. If you feel the walls of him and stuff like that,
Is that actual seashells?
yeah.
Hell yeah. Again,
He's a fisherman. He's got the dingly.
I love that. Again, like I love that, like the paint job on it is like faded, so it's almost like an artifact that like you would have found that's just been there for a long time.
He's had a couple other ones that are more ornate and different than this that still have the same hair pieces or whatever that I've missed.
And it
out
came
on.
with the
Yeah. He did a bowl for a There's a competition at the Tonga Hut in Palm Springs where all the artists got together and did bowls. And that to this day is still the most amazing bowl I've ever seen. And I've tried. He auctioned off when COVID first hit. He auctioned off the bowl for via raffle.
Yeah.
And I tried like crazy to get that bowl, and somebody else got it, and I was like, oh, I cried.
That's okay.
I cried.
Your collection of his mugs
Yes.
are here. What's the story with this guy here?
That is a Lono.
I was gonna say it's Lono.
Yep. And it was just one of. He doesn't do those ones very often, and it just popped up one day, and I was like, I'm on it.
I love the wood grain.
That's not what it's all about. Is the weight of the mug, the texture. It's not glazed.
No.
It's just a fired mug that's looks like it's been sitting there forever.
It doesn't even look real.
Every one of his pieces I've always been amazed with. Yep. And even this one here, it showed up in the pictures on his website. It looked way brighter yellow and more poppy. Like it was going to pop out in the case more. And it doesn't, but yet I still really enjoy this one because you'll be sitting there looking at all the other mugs that are bright and shiny or colorful and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you see this really cool mask peeking out at you. And it just looks like you're walking through the woods and it was carved into the side of a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it looks like.
It's probably the most understated mug I have of his, but it's a neat mug.
It's actually a pretty creepy mug with all the holes and stuff like that. There's people that have a fear of that, you know. That's a fear that some people have. A fear of like things that have like a lot of holes.
Fancy name for that, yeah.
So if you have that, I'll put the mug down for you. and let's end this with what we all start with in the morning, which would be coffee. Yes. So this would be a coffee mug. Is that right?
Yep.
And it's probably the coolest coffee mug I've ever seen in my life. What's the story with this?
I couldn't believe it. So, like we were talking about a minute ago, he's moving, and he's had this mug for a while, and he's just never wanted to put it up for sale. And he's been putting some stuff up from 2016, different years on his website, and just random. So I'm pretty much trolling it pretty regularly right now, and all of a sudden this thing popped up, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, because it's an amazing mug. And I don't know if I'll ever even drink out of. I mean, I drink out of a lot. I think I've drank out of most of my mugs, but even this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to drink out of. And it's a coffee mug, but it's a pretty darn cool coffee mug. And it has that same bark feel. That's what all of his pieces have. They all feel like bark.
My only criticism of this mug is it should be bigger, so it'll hold more coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
because I drink more than this.
And I think that's what's going to allow me to keep from not drinking out of it. I think if it was a bigger mug, I would drink it because I could load coffee into it.
Again, it looks like a piece of wood.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate you turning me on to this Tiki mug artist. I'm blown away, Grant.
I don't think a lot of people know him, but yet there's a cult that definitely follows him, and because his mugs sell like that. But he doesn't make big series. I mean, I think the biggest series I've seen him make is 20 or 25 or something, because he does them all by hand.
That's a lot of cards.
I love them.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. And the history, because I want to say his mom's side of the family. One side of the family is from Asian descent.
Yeah.
And that's where he learned the pigment and the dye mixing stuff to create the different colors that he comes up with. And yeah, really love. Obviously, I've paid attention to him a little bit.
Yeah. Well, thanks for showing off these mugs.
And she cringes every time a box shows up that says Jungle Modern Ceramics. She's like, oh.
My God. One of these days we'll be renting the house out and living in the shop because
my mugs.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. But these
are amazing.
These aren't mugs, Tina. These are works of art.
They're art. 100% these are art.
Works of art. These ones I feel are.
Yep. I would trade a lot of my other mugs or sell a lot of my other mugs before I got rid of these guys.
No, don't get rid of these.
Nope.
No.
Hi, I'm Grant. Welcome to the Manhootie Terrace. We're going to talk about mugs today with Tiki with Ray.
Imagine if that was your voice. I don't know if I'd look at you the same way.
I'm 6 foot and some pounds with.
Hi, everyone.
And I talk like this. It's because my daughters kicked me.
Hi-ho.
Hi-ho.
Hi, everyone. Today we're gonna. Yay! Hey. Aloha, mahalo, and all that other sugar, and all that other bullshit. Today we're gonna talk. No one would take me seriously.
Nope, it'd be hard.
If I had a voice like that.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hanky. This is Tiki MUGS with Ray.
No, I have a Coleridgean accent, so and it comes out the more I drink. I know it's just bad English.